want to just, to be honest, me no want when I just watch a video here and come off it and just feel good or just have information. I want to actually use the information. My YouTube channel. In today's video I will be doing something that has been a long overdue and asked for. The guys wanted to ask me my tips and tricks and CXC, and I'm going to be honest. And well, I just want to answer your guys' question, are the ones that were being asked the most in the group, and then I'm going to just answer those and then we move from there. For me personally, there's no really trick to it. You just have to put in the time and the work. As I'm saying, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For me, there is no trick. You have study methods that you can use, but really and truly, you have to study. That's basically, something. And I'm going to kind of tell you guys, what to do and what not to do, based on the questions you guys ask. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, so the first person said, to be honest, anxiety, lack of confidence is my downfall, and I don't really know how to cope with them. It's hard, to be honest. Yes, it is really hard, especially when you're doing a first exam, like the first 6 exam you're going to do. But I'm going to kind of dissect this question and answer it in parts. She said, anxiety. So, I think anxiety and stuff like that have been very much excluded from our culture, and I think it's very unfortunate, because even when I was doing my first exam, the first CXC exam, I had anxiety. When you're doing exam, you're gonna feel anxious, you're gonna have anxiety. But I think if you expose yourself to different environment and people, you will kinda lose anxiety. You're not gonna be as anxious as before. For example, like when I go to St. Catherine High School, and you might say, they might grade me upon a scale based on everybody in the Caribbean, and you might feel like, whatever the case may be, make you feel anxious or you have anxiety. And me did feel that way too, because you say you're the brightest in your class, you're the brightest in your school, and compared to other persons, they might fall between the cracks. And I really think that too. When I went to evening class, I kind of saw that everybody has different talents, gifts, and you have to just work hard. So if you figure, say like, I'm giving an example what I mean by work hard, because I don't think persons really explain that out. So for example, when I was going to maths class, there was person there from different school, Tiana, the video with Tiana, and she goes to Immaculate. There was a whole maths boy there and stuff like that, and they were really quick in maths. So me slow, I count by my finger, them 1, 2, 3, 4, we get maths add, and them add it up fast and done. And me did it, 4 plus 5, me have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I asked my teacher at school, I say, Miss, them add maths fast, and I can't do it, I want to do it too. And she said, if I use calculator, I say yeah. And she did tell us when I use calculator, and so I said I use calculator, I could bother, maybe honest, I could bother to add maths out of my brain. So, them add maths out of their brain, so they go faster than me. So when me start use calculator and I do it out of my head, over time, like within 1 month, me that be just as fast as them until we even start competing in a class to know who finish first. So you really have to just try break yourself with a certain habit and form new habits. What I say? Because even now, I can add numbers out of my head. I'm going to do that before. So because me take the initiative to say, okay, I'm going to do something different, I get a different result. But if you go, say, I can't do this and I can't do that. And yes, me know it's hard. It's easy for me. Like, me don't want to watch a video and say, yo, and just watch it and come up. I want to watch it and really think about it, because me have situations with subjects where I feel like, you just not gonna make it. And if you sit down and just say, "My teacher not agree," or whatever the case may be, and you don't try, school is very straightforward. So if you have face challenges and you raise to the challenge and say, "No, alright, I'm gonna put in overtime, you're gonna overdrive," then you're gonna pass. You put in extra work. But if you're gonna say, "Yo, I feel anxious," she's always stuff when me as a person, they're bright enough and they're smart enough and they believe in themselves. I mean, you look at me the on YouTube, I don't know how to study, and me have exam. Me probably could have said, "Me nah make your YouTube video, me not help them because suppose me fail my exam." But it is what it is, and if me fail, me gonna go again and again until me get it. That's why me I thought my mind stray from the point and gonna something else because it's not that simple. So my might stray off topic and my might go to something else because one thing lead to another lead to another, and it just nobody study again. As me sound like, why you not study? You're not gonna be one thing, it'll be a group of things or a chain reaction. So I think we cover that basically good. So how for work for anxiety basically how the
A few moments later.
when speakers come talk to it, but I always listen and try to incorporate stuff like that in my life. Or even when I get in trouble at school, I'm gonna go to the dean or whatever. And mother always, write down what she says sometime and then mother try if you like do it and it work. So if we get in trouble today, if we get in trouble tomorrow again, and you go, you're not supposed to be the same thing, or you're supposed to can learn from the two of them, so at third time you can do better. So with that being said, a little pep talk here. I'm going to next example. If every day I come home from school, I want to study or watch show. You know what? I don't watch Euphoria, I don't watch enough show, but I watch enough other show. You see me? But as I say, if you come home from school, you do the same thing every day, I just keep on feeling bad. But if you come home from school, and say you want to watch Euphoria or whatever the case may be, and you go study, so the next year when I go to school, you can't take question in a class, you're going to feel so proud of yourself. You see me? More than when you watch Euphoria, I go to the class and say, Jesus, just to study when I know this or whatever the case may be. So as I'm going to say, we have to build a confidence in school, take small steps, take small steps towards making a change within yourself. So whether the case may be, you start read more, do your homework and stuff like that. Alright, so you study and you study, you're going to do good. Understand? So I watch a lot of videos on YouTube and a person's might say, "Oh, I'm not study for me exam, I'm just going out, I'm going to shut it up." And you might say, "Bomba, that I'm going to do too." But let me tell you, that don't work. And I'm not study material, no lie, but that don't work. And you see with school, you see this, I now also need to study every day and stuff like that, but you have to be very objective with what you want and stay true to what you want. For example, I'm not gonna say you have to study every day when I come home from school because that, nobody not really do that. Persons do it, but you have to understand yourself and say, I'm not gonna beat up myself to study. You're not gonna feel that anxious for say like, some day behind you don't have a notes in your book, you have open book tests or whatever the case may be, and you don't have no notes in your book. You're gonna feel anxious and you're gonna just worsen how you feel over time. Which in a one case scenario, you have your out of date all your notes, you study, you do everything where you think you're supposed to do, and you still feel anxious. Yet, but when I go to the exam, let me tell you, this is when I did my first IT exam, I did anxious, I did nervous and stuff like that. And before the exam, guys, I study, I didn't know I don't study. So, you're not going to feel anxious, you know you're supposed to know. Like when you're supposed to know, you're not going to feel anxious. I'm telling you guys, actually study and just know you're supposed to know, and nobody come with the mentality of, "Oh, I'm gonna wing it." You go wing it, let me tell you, winging it doesn't actually work. You see me try for wing exam and it don't work. If the mark say why one more, where I go wing what is a mole, you have to study and know it, and it don't take 5 minutes for you know what is a mole. So the next question is, I find it hard to study. Even if I go in an empty and quiet room, still I go lose focus and don't. You kind of find out why you study. So if you just study because your parents have to study, it not go really work. Like I say, enough persons who have study, they have a book up, my name of them phone at the book, and stuff like it just shows you don't really value education, you know. And as a person when me not study every day and stuff like that, you have to kind of take accountability for some things. Like if you're not study, you just not study. You understand? So if you watch TV, you have fun. You just tell your parents, Mom, me watch TV, me have fun. You don't need to lie and I use book as an excuse, because you in yourself are gonna lose the essence of school and education and stuff like that. So you might ask me, so how me actually study? Find a purpose. Why you want to study? Why you study? You know, why you go to school? Why you do at school? Like, I remember I didn't ask one time, she said to me, say, no, why you come to school? Why you come to school can do? I mean, never know, you see me? Why you average? You don't know, you don't know, no, you just live so. If you're telling you, nothing wrong, just start knowing now, so you know why you go to school, you know, because you want to be a doctor or a nurse. How you going to become a doctor or a nurse? You have to study, you have to get grades, and I not say I go pass every exam if you study or stuff like that, but you know, you have to feel something, you have to pass some, and it's going to be a journey, and that is your journey. So if your journey now, you don't know what you do at school, or you don't know where you go to school. Go on a journey and try to figure it out, ask questions, talk to people, ask the teacher, you know, why you do at school if I don't know why you do at school, because you need to know, you don't know, so you ask, and you ask yourself, and so back to the question now. Read it again, because I'm honestly not remember. So the person asked me, say, I find it hard to study. As I say, find a purpose. So you know you want to pass the exam. And to be honest, guys, your purpose don't have to be nothing groundbreaking and earth shattering. You know, your purpose does a bloom. Your purpose can be say you want to beat somebody in your class and you study to beat them. Basically, your purpose can be say you want to come first in your class, you want to come second in your class. It can be your purpose can be as small like till you can't see, but because the whole value to it, you're gonna see it true to it. So for me, like, for example, I never want to come first in my grade or second or whatever, but I still want to make sure I come at this third in my class. For you might not value that, you might want to come 15 and not a you, but me, we never did want to come 15. Somebody want to come at least third. So I study for that, and over time my purpose like a change. So like now my purpose is to pass my exam. You might realize say why you value now, you don't value it few years from now or a couple months from now. My purpose is going to change, and you have to just repurpose yourself. So you might say, alright, what do I value now at this moment? Because as I said to you guys, you're on a journey. Sometimes you're going to lose your purpose is going to change. You might want to be a doctor again, you want to be something else, and that's okay. But make sure you have a purpose. You know, you wake up at, I'm going to example, like for me, I've been a grade 7, grade 8. Never been to school, I never do really have a plan, you know, but like now I go school, I know I'm going to lunch before I go to school, but now I go to lunch time, I go breaks time, and sometimes I get up and I say no, so I just walk up and go with my friend and have fun. They need a break, you know. School is not all about, oh, you get up and you're studying, you feel serious, and you just walk up and don't pass school book in here, and that will be some person. But you know, as I'm saying to you guys, school should be a journey. You know, you have to enjoy a journey, have fun with your friend them, you have to study, you have to learn, and be independent. So we're soon get into that. But so basically, to just summarize everything I'm say, I find it hard to study. Find out why you want to study. So you can find a purpose within school, and you can value school. Then you're gonna be alright, and you might not get 80 and 90, but aim for your 70. This is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so the next question is, so I'm basically ask the same thing, so I'm just kind of summarize them. Alright, evening class, virtual class, information. Alright, cool. So no evening class, whatever the case may be. Number one, you know, you have virtual class and you have physical class. Upon virtual class, you don't fall asleep in a class. As I'm telling you now, you have to repurpose yourself and find meaning. Virtual class, to be honest, as I said at the start of the video, I'm not gonna lie to you, to be honest, it's easy to fall asleep. It's easy if you do so much other things, because the day you had, and listen, there's so much distraction. And to be honest, we do exam last year, most of it was virtual, and it did rough. As I'm saying, we have to know, we have to have a limit and take responsibility. So for me, for example, say, listen, when person asleep in a class, we don't mean say, no, I'm telling you what happened. So you must sleep in a class. Like you get online, you learn, you pay attention. But you not talk, you not look on the body, you look on the phone, you might just drop asleep when you know how. They get up, you find out you sleep over one class. What you gonna do? Cuss yourself and beat up yourself, or you might just say, I say you go here and you gone. No. Text a friend, ask them for notes. YouTubers are content we don't learn. That's just what I did. So if me find some me drop asleep in one class and miss a note, yo, can send me notes for class please. I text a teacher, I miss they give a homework, you know. You ask at least 2 persons in your class the same question because as I say persons have for them own things I deal with and they might miss one little part and someone else might can give you. So with that being said, I'm not expect persons to sleep in a class purposefully. As you mean, like I'm not expect if most of the class are go on and yeah, they actually go sleep. Because if you drop sleep, that's different. But if you go sleep, knowing you have one class, I think you should put a limit. You know, limit yourself. Get yourself under some control. And with that being said, I'm going to provide some evening class information and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say like physical or virtual. Well, I just do free and paid. So for free class, you have YouTube. And one of my say why I said YouTube because I use YouTube a lot. And you know, I have persons on YouTube that do YouTube video where you can actually reach out to them and then pay them for help, you know, if that's what you guys are interested in. So first thing you have DarkTube. I put a link there on the stream. You know me have DarkTube. It's maths and add maths and she do a lot of videos and I watch them and they helped me. I'm not going to give you guys information or things that I didn't use or I don't know about because it don't make no sense to me. So I did watch the maths videos on DarkTube and them that did actually help me. Next I have a Caribbean Institute. It's a free online we should do biology, chemistry and those stuff. Chemistry and stuff like that. So you go and you watch a video and stuff like that. And if you don't understand, for both channels, you comment and she will help you. You have Curwin Springer. Curwin Springer do maths and sometimes IT. Very good. No, you must remember it, and if you don't know him, you can check him out. Next you have OneSmart Media. OneSmart Media is an app where you download the app and you search for your videos, your subject them you do and your topics, and then you watch them. And I actually watch these and them teach very good and they do every single subject. I don't know if they still do it on TVJ, but I know that if you go on OneSmart Media, all the videos are recorded and you can watch them and actually very good. As I'm saying, everything I'm good, me use them and them good. Alright, paid. Number one. If you go on physical class or even online, it's not about. Alright, let me do physical first. Evening class not about you buy a lunch and you come to class late and you left early and you just have fun or meet in person. That is not what evening class is about. When I went to evening class, you know, when Tian go evening class, we never bring big lunch, we never leave and go buy KFC. We sit in night class, we do work, and when class over, we study, and then we might talk a little bit, and then we'll go back and do what we have to do, and we'll go home. You know, so, and the person come to evening class, and then we waste time, and it's like, then I go to school, and we know when I go to school and chat to my friend, I waste time. So I come to evening class again, I waste time. Still, man, waste time. So with that being said, if you're not going to use the parents' money and pay for class, actually put in your work and do your work, because if you go in class and don't do work, you're still going to fail. So with that being said, you have Old Harbor Institute. Old Harbor Institute is at Old Harbor High School. You pay and they do basically every single subject, and it's actually really good. So you pay for your subject them and you go at evening time. It's physical. Sometimes they do it virtual too. But yeah, I talked to the I remember her name, the plant manager, and she started out. Next year I have Dosha, it's at Spanish Town. One for one class and 1.5. 1,000 for Csec and 1.5 for Cape. But as I say, if you go and learn and you want to pay the money, it's actually good. Next you have DOA Caribbean Institute. You know, she do YouTube videos for free, and then she have a private classes them ways too. And I think it ranges, it's in USD, and it's a 150 US for 3 months for how much subject? 150 for 3 months for school year, and like you have the payment plan where you pay 50% now and the rest later, which you pay 80 USD now. So as I say guys, 3 months 150 USD with 3 months 150 3 months 150 USD with a 4 subject is not bad. So if you're interested in that, you can do that. And you might ask you how is which class you are going now. Me actually do the DOA Caribbean Institute. Moving on, next year I have submit classes. Personally, as I say, I'm tell them if I go or I never go. I never go and submit classes. But based on the dark tube, you can see whether you want to go or not. But I next year I have Barker's tutoring where them do Chem, Bio, Physics and HSB. Yeah, most of the work I go still there upon you as a student. Make sure you pass. So you might go in class, but I still have to do most of the studying. Alright. The person say I can't find any good teachers. I just list a bunch of good teachers who are willing to help. So if that's what something you're interested in, you can look into that. I know I have friends who don't go to any evening class and they get good grades and stuff like that. And I have other friends who go to evening class and get the same grades. So it all depends on you as a person. You know what you can manage, what you can't manage, and if you feel like I can't find a good teacher and you want to do it on your own, then they can do that. But if you feel like you want help, then you go to evening class. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. Study method. I think everyone has to find their own study method. You know, as I said, the whole school and education is very dynamic. It's not like, it's not like a straight line where I just want you off to study. Understand? And when persons record classes and listen to them over and over, that don't work for me. You know, probably have to write up the information multiple times. You know, teachers are like regurgitation, but that work for me because if I say information over and over, I can stick and understand. But as I'm gonna say, study method, there's multiple videos on YouTube about study methods, so you can watch those and formulate your own. But for me personally, it's just about rereading and rewriting and understanding. You know, so when you have study, your two main focus will be understanding and remembering. So if you understand why something happened or the material, if you understand it, yeah, and you can remember it, you're going to pass, because you're going to exam marks the same question, and if you understand it, you can remember it. So that's the two main things you have to focus on when you study. And next thing, what I'm going to say, oh yeah, and keep on the past paper and test paper, and we're not going to take soon, like go through every single thing, you know, so you have a wide variety of information to work on. This person says school is very unfair, persons have their favorites and stuff like that. As I say, you have to find a purpose and you have to be fair. Guys, listen, if you go to school and you cuss and you get trouble, you're not gonna be nobody's favorite, you know, and that's just the fact. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you go to school and you make nice and you get trouble, you know, think about it. If you're one teacher, you have and peanuts are giving you trouble, you're not gonna be the favorite, and you as a student have to understand. So listen, does it mean? Yeah, I don't understand what I'm trying to say. So if you really say no teacher favorite, don't be disruptive. Don't do the, you know, basically I say don't do the most. Just do your work, and you know some of love attention. Like we can't tell them. Me I gotta be honest with you. Some persons really do things for attention. Like when we go to school, and remember when me taking my pants them right, and teacher stop me, or next one stop me. I'm going and pull them out. This is me go and pull them out because I don't want nobody to stop me. Somehow, know, it's like when person stop, when you feel happy and you have to find out, you know, why your purpose. Do you want to be known for bad things or good, or do you not want to be known? I know a lot of persons who do good in school, them don't want attention. Them go to school, them do them work and them want to go home. And you have someone who would go school and not do the work and who just want attention. And you have to find out, as I'm saying, guys, you have to know your purpose and know yourself. Find out, why me I do this? Why me I taking the pants? Why me I bleach my face? Why me I do shop classes? Why me I chat so much? Find out your whys and your work on them. And if you figure out, say, you love chat, join the debating and you wait. You don't have after school, you just go in and just run up, you just got everything that I keep from the day. Exercise self-control, and I'm not gonna tell you say it. I'm not gonna focus on teachers and favorite, because at the end of the day, you have to be your own favorite. You understand the message, guys? Your aim should be for persons to accept you, accept yourself. If you're very soft, if you're rough, if you're fat, if you're a little bit, you have to assume look, and that's me, and that's the case. And everybody are gonna be fond of you. I know a person not fond of me. And the other day, I did come to service hours, and I just realized that if somebody don't fond of you, then just don't fond of you. And if somebody just don't want interested, then just love them. You're gonna be persons who are gonna give you the time of day what you want and focus on you and help you and give you the time. And those are the persons who you should focus on and give energy to and talk to and and build a relationship with them. But figure out, and yeah, me know it rough, but listen, you're not going to one class and say miss, answer a question and she will just ignore you and teacher not do that. Even if they don't like you, based on personal experience, even if they don't like them, still go answer you. And yeah, have fun, stay out of the way of trouble and them things that they really as I say, guys. Back to the unfair thing. It is what it is. Yeah, you have to be your own favorite. Focus on where you come to school for. I have friends who you would consider the favorites, and I have friends who are not the favorites. And them both do the same good. At the end of the day, guys, when I go to the exam, we are the favorite, the least favorite, or the most favorite. It's what appearance to matter. And if you study and you know your materials, you're going to do good. Don't distract you. Distractions are going to come and stuff like that. But just stay focused. Alright, so the next one, I am fearful of the exam. I don't think I am smart enough, and I don't think I will do good. As I said before, I hear a lot of persons. I remember even when before I did CXC, and guys, even before I did CXC, I remember I was doing GSAT, and I studied. I came to school. Everybody I say them never study, them just pass school. And me never shame for saying me study. Me just study hard. Me study wally, guys. I'm telling you, say I'm coming from school. Me start study. Wally me study. I'm real slow. So I have to study wally, and that's the truth. So if you are gonna say the duns are you fearful, you can be fearful, but you're not duns. When I was doing CXC, I start to ask questions, what to do, what not to do. And persons at my school say them study, some of them say them not study, and them I mean I ask them so you not study and you get so much ones and stuff. And them say because they study for end of term examination and they basically just review for CXC. And it's true and it's not true. And you might say what I mean. It depends on your brain. You have persons where remember stuff easy. And you have persons like me where you might have to read it over one more time, forget it, or two more time, or no time at all. Different subjects require different things. If guys, notice them duns and them can't study. I think I personally should remove duns and use some better adjective. I'm not gonna bother go in at the do like that. I'm gonna say this. When just said duns, remove an adjective and use some different ones. Like for example, lazy, unmotivated, unwilling, and those stuff. Stop sugarcoat your laziness. and your unwillingness to do work and the fact that you are dunce. Like person, you just have put up all your laziness to answer all you just dunce. You're dunce because I don't want to try, you're dunce because whatever the case may be. And the truth is, you're not born knowing all them stuff here. You understand? You're not born knowing about moles and KPA, KA and the whole biology heart. You don't know you spend enough time and energy in those stuff. I remember when I was in grade 9 and we used to give you some hard maths homework, guys. Let me tell you. That's when you look on the homework paper, you can't answer no question. Not even the first question I could answer. I'm never things I'm done. I don't say I'm not at the level for answer them question here. So what I do, I just put the paper in my bag, go to school early next morning, ask them to explain the paper, the work them to me, and them explain it. They might make up them fears, or they might say, I said it's slow, man, but I end the day, guys, I know, as I'm saying, my purpose was to understand the material. So when they might say slow, I say, yeah, man, I'm slow, but let's say, if you know how to ask and how to run jokes and just, as I'm saying, that journey, you're going to learn how to deal with people, because if you're going to say, I understand what I'm saying, guys. So when we go to school and them help me, I'm not gonna go and write off everything up for the people in paper and gain the homework, because at my school, well, as the homework. Not the same as a question, but the same material. So if I do a homework and say simultaneous equation, it'll go at the same simultaneous equation and come back on the test. Understand? So and that makes sense because at the same span of time. So homework classwork test at 6 weeks, and at the same material we learn in other 6 weeks, I come back on the homework classwork and test, but in different forms and different questions. So if you can master the homework and the classwork, you can shut up the test. But if you copy pan homework and if you don't do the homework and you don't ask help for the classwork and you fail homework and classwork, you're gonna fail the test and you're gonna think you're done. Which in fact you don't done. So that's lazy because there wasn't really enough figure out how to do the math, how to do the English. And that's why you feel saying you're done. So probably just have a mind block, I would say. And how you unblock your mind is you have to believe, you have to try, you have to put in the work. And with that being said, all the best on your exam. And I know you'll do well if you talk to yourself and figure things out. It's not all about you watch a video and you go study. When you go study, you don't understand what you study, how to study and stuff like that. You have to spend some time to help figure out why you have to study, who may I study for, who am I as a person, what you studying, why am I go to school, and then after you figure those stuff out, then you're gonna be able to be you and enjoy your journey and be yourself. So with that being said, bye guys.